Now that ability really does move into what it means to be human. I think everything else in the created order can communicate with one another, but only human beings can actually relate.
That's deep.
That's what I'm bringing
that
to this
is deep.
podcast. Big guy. That's what
You're bringing the depth.
Listen, this is what I'm bringing here. You know what I'm talking about? This is it. Bringing that and, and a couple of good nacho recipes, and we're good to go.
This is what it sounds like when your dreams get pushed over and thrown away. They get thrown away. That's not right. That's not okay. That's not cool. That's not cool. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you. So when you're talking to somebody, Rush, and you don't know what else to ask, what do you do? Or do you ever find yourself in a place where you don't have another question to ask or something to think through?
That actually is a real weakness that I feel a lot in conversation.
What do you mean?
I reach the point in a conversation where I don't know what else to say, and then I'm scrambling or really depending upon this other person to pick it up. And I feel that. Do you feel that?
Oh, for sure. I think everybody does. Where you're standing there and you're going, that the conversation kind of comes to a full stop. It's not a open-ended comment. It's more like a statement of facts. And you're like, how can we build off of just that? You know what I found? That I forgot where I got it. I picked it up somewhere, but somebody said that a great way to push through that is to ask yourself the question, what don't I know about what I just heard? What are those things? And in the midst of all of that's when you come to find out these other things about things that they care about. Because in the end, you end up communicating about things that you care about, even if you don't know you care about it.
That's a fantastic principle.
Isn't that cool?
And it's very simple.
It totally works.
You use this all the time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think everyone has that same park bench experience of seeing someone out in the world and wondering, I wonder,
who are they?
Who is that?
Yeah.
What does he think?
That is, and I thought that was only me, but I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day, and they go to Disneyland. They have annual passes simply just to watch people. And isn't that what we're doing? Really, is that we're taking the watching of people, and we're actually moving into getting to know and to see and to understand more those people that we found interesting, that drew our attention in people watching.
The creepy thing is the people watching. You see people, yes, because people you think this seems creepy, but really you're actually talking to people as opposed to sitting there and watching them.
But you have to admit that that there's something almost kind of relaxing about being at a place and just making observation and enjoying watching other people interact. So all we're trying to do is to move into that space and to say, hey, I've actually enjoyed watching you interact. Would you be willing to give us a chance to actually explore how you interact and why, and what is it that we found so interesting about who you are? We'd love to explore and to find out what that is.
That's exactly it.
It's taking what everybody does in people watching and what they're curious about. We've actually created a context by which we can explore and to see what those curiosities actually are. I'm instantly captivated by how someone seeks to present themselves. Because I do believe, even if you don't care, that means that you care. I think that everything speaks.
So what you're talking about is watching people and asking the question, what are they trying to say?
Exactly.
And this podcast gives them an opportunity to say it.
And we're here to listen. That's exactly it. Because everyone is always communicating and speaking, even though they're not saying anything. And you want to know what? They actually want to be heard. So I think it's fantastic to actually have a podcast like this where we can begin to ask those kinds of questions and to give them a chance to talk about the things that they're most interested in, which is actually their own story.
And it doesn't mean that you have to go out onto the street corner and find a stranger to talk to
Straight
learn
up.
something about them. There are people right in front of us in our own homes, in our churches, where we work, in our neighborhoods, right next door. And we could all use a little help learning to appreciate the person right in front of us.
I think this is going to be fantastic if anybody actually takes us up on the offer.
Yeah, this is what it sounds like when your life gets pushed over and you go astray.
The Most Interesting Person in the World launches soon on Apple Podcasts, Amazon, Spotify, YouTube, and wherever you get your podcasts.
That's not okay. They say that's not cool.